Let's get started. All right. Hi, I'm Heidi. I'm 12K leader. Been doing this for a year and a half now. And I just got back from vacation. Like we got home at what, 3:30, 4 o'clock. So I've already unpacked everything, put it away, fed my kids, cleaned the house, all of it. Like there's literally 2 loads of laundry left to do from vacation. We drove 7 hours this day with 2-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a dog through Miami. And if anybody's been through Miami, you know that that traffic is worse than Atlanta or any other traffic I've ever been to. So but I wanted to come on here and talk about how are you going to get back into things after going on a vacation, after having a new baby, after being sick, after doing any of that, right? Like, because you get in the habit of just showing up, posting your stories and everything else, which you should be doing when you're down, right? Because you're still connecting to your why, you're still connecting to your fives list, you're still connecting with your audience daily, right? So first things first, you should have been showing up day one during your downtime, sharing that story, sharing what you're currently going through and everything else, right? So when you're coming back out of that, you're still sharing that. And how I am currently coming back out of things, like I came home and I unpacked my stuff because I knew that's what I needed to do first. That's going to give me a clear slate. I'm home, I'm comfortable, there's nothing on my to-do list or anything like that because I came home and showed up for myself first. I made sure my family was in order, just like Erica said the other day on her live in the team page. If you know your family's taken care of, you know everything's put away and everything else, then you could turn around and pour into yourself. Which then, when you pour into yourself, you can turn around and pour back into your people that you need. So after I've done that, I poured into myself, I plugged into self-development, and I got busy today. My husband's like, man, you're already working. I'm like, yeah, because when I was in my downtime on vacation, I was still waking up early. I was still doing my gratitude journal. I was still giving myself what I needed. Just because I wasn't fully working my business does not mean I'm not showing up for myself daily. I was still doing my steps every day. I was still showing up in my stories. I just had a new background. I was showing my steps in a new city, proudly wearing that sticker while on vacation, right? So I wrote notes because last time I did a live, I felt a little out of place. So after I plugged into myself, I turned around and made myself a to-do list. What do I need to do to get caught back up? So on my to-do list, I had several people want samples while I was out because I was still doing work the first hour of my day and the 2 hours at night after the kids went to bed on vacation because there's nothing to do, right? When your kids are sleeping, you got to be quiet in that hotel room. So I was still working. So I have samples to do. I have several messages to get back to from people for follow-ups for the $25 that are getting ready to expire. So that's on my to-do list. I have new opportunity unfolds to write, so I'm going to talk about how I had time freedom on vacation and how I still got to sign 2 promoters while I was on vacation. My team still did $2,000 in sales. Like, I'm going to tell people that because who doesn't want to be making money while they're on vacation? Everybody, right? Who doesn't want to be able to just check out and go to the Keys for 4 days and come back like nothing ever happened? I never had to put in a notice at work. I never had to ask for paid for vacation or time off or anything like that. Like, my family just got to go. So that's what I'm going to share now. And I'm going to share that I got to drive my brand new car paid for by the company to go down to vacation because that's not coming out of my pocket. That's one of the biggest bills a family has. And I just got to do that for free going down there. That was what was, I just blew me away. We were so relaxed on that car ride too. It was amazing. So after you do that, you're wanting to like start to grow your why into something else for the week or the month or whatever, you know, you're going to start adding that to your stuff and connecting with people. Okay. Did everybody get the password figured out real quick? Okay. But I understand too that some people, when they go down in this vacation, they're going to be in a little funk. They're going to be like, what do I do to get back? I feel like I've missed things and everything else. So some people are going to need more self-development. So you're going to start plugging in to yourself more. You're going to do this to-do list, and then you're going to plug in to fill your own cup, to get motivated, to get yourself pumped back into things. For me, vacation was my self-development. It helped me connect to my why more. It helped me understand that I want my husband more so we can do things like this really whenever we want. So it's not just me and the kids being able to do whatever we want. I got super spoiled to have my husband with me for 4 solid days, and I had help with the kids constantly. I didn't have to do everything myself. I didn't have to wait for him to get home from work to go do whatever it is that we wanted. Right? So that's part of my why now. Like, I'm bringing my husband home. The only reason why we haven't yet is because now I have to match that insurance check. I've matched the paychecks. Now I got to match the insurance. And once I match the insurance, that motherfucker ain't going back to work. Excuse my language. He's staying home. And that's what is going to fuel me to come back into things. Right? So I'm not going to I just wish I was back on vacation to be lazy at home anymore. No, I just got on vacation and I want to go again. So now it's time to hustle again. Now it's time to show up again. Now it's to dive into more conversations, more IPAs, and get back into things. You have to motivate yourself. Nobody's going to motivate you. You have to motivate you. And all my girls know that I match efforts. So if you want people to start showing up with you and start working with you and be there for you when you come back, you have to motivate you. You have to show up for you before anybody else is going to show up for you, right? So start to motivate yourself. Start to plug into that self-development. Everybody's self-development is different. You have to figure out what works for you. Some people can listen to podcasts all day long and understand what they mean and all of that. And some people can't listen to people talk, and that's okay. Read a darn book. Do a gratitude list. Get out and go for a walk and get your adrenaline going. Right? So that's really what I want to say. And that's how I'm going to get back into things, because I wanted to get back to work. So I helped Rebecca out tonight and picked up her work with me Zoom because she couldn't do it. I was like, oh, that's what's going to light me back up, is to light you guys back up and to get you guys going for the end of this month. This is me coming back to work. I went 5 days without being on a live or a Zoom, and I needed this for me. I needed this to fuel me back into things, to get me back into the groove of leadership and showing up for you guys, to show up for me and everything else. So I'm going to quit recording, but I'm also going to stay on here